guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and more importantly, welcome back to the first ever Ford on my channel. Now, I hope you guys can hear me okay, because I have got the motorway literally just there. Now, you may have noticed that this is the Goode'S Fiesta ST180. Now, if you don't know who Goode'S are, they're a performance specialist in Ford. The link to their website is in my description. Now, before we start this, I just want to say that this is not a sponsorship ad. This is not in a way of me to promote, well, in one way it is a way for me to promote them, but it may be in a good way, it may be in a bad way. We'll find out later on in the video. So the way this has came about is I'm good friends with the guys at Goode'S. They're local to me. They've given me this Fiesta ST180 to test the car before it goes in for the Fiesta ST240 conversion. So basically, Goode'S Racing do a 240 bhp conversion for this car, which this will be getting very shortly. I'm going to drive this car, take it out about, give my honest review on what it's like before, and then we're going to get it into the garage. We're going to get it into Goode'S, get the ST240 conversion on it, and then I'm going to drive it afterwards, and I'm going to do my honest review on what I think it is like, and would I buy it myself if I had a Fiesta ST, and is it worth the money? If you guys are looking forward to the car getting the ST240 conversion and you want to see me take it in to get the 240 conversion and drive it afterwards, make sure you click that subscribe button, because the next video will be it getting its 240 bhp conversion. Now, this car does have a few modifications on anyway at the moment, and I will run you through them. If I'm right, I may get some facts and figures wrong, but if you want to burn me in the comments, burn me in the comments. This car, this Fiesta ST180, as you know guys, on my channel, I'm not specifically a Ford guy, so forgive me if I get a few of these facts and figures wrong. So, from standard, this car has 179 bhp, and it has 240 newton meters of torque from standard. Now, the GGR ST240 conversion then put the power up to 240 bhp, and will then add and then give the torque figure, let me make sure I get this right, to 343 newton meters of torque. Now, that is a massive difference, and that's the facts and figures that Goode'S have given me that their conversion actually does. So it would be actually nice to see and actually feel whether I can feel that difference. Now, I definitely should feel the difference in bhp, and especially the torque. The torque figure is a massive increase to 343 newton meters of torque from 240. Huge increase of torque. I'm expecting to feel a lot. So let's get back to the modifications that are done on this ST180 at this moment, because I'm sure you guys are probably interested in a few bits and bobs Goode'S have done to this car already. Now, to start with, the thing I've noticed almost straight away getting into this car is the Goode'S ST180 QuickShift. All these products I'll link in the description below, but as I said, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not getting paid for this. I'm just doing my honest review on this car. I can tell I can tell instantly that the gear changes are a lot smoother. I mean, I'll insert a few clips now of the gear changes. It's really hard to put this across in video, but I haven't, and let me stress this as well, I haven't drove an ST180, a standard ST180. So I wouldn't know the difference between a normal feeling gear stick and the QuickShift gear stick, but I can say that the gears are super close together with this QuickShift. I mean, it's almost like instant gear change. I can put my foot down now, and the gear changes are almost rally car spec. I mean, they are super fast gear changes, and I'm being genuinely honest here. So that is picked up so far is the ST180 QuickShift. So if I was to have this car, I would definitely pick myself up one of these. Now, I'm going down a road with speed bumps now, and this is going to test out the suspension that this has on this car. Now, I've been told it has Tein, if that's how you pronounce it, Coilovers, which are damper adjusting and height adjusting. I'm about to take it down some speed bumps now, and we're going to find out how well it is. Obviously, the ride feels a lot different when you're driving as to when you're a passenger, but I have been told that if you're sat in the back of this car with these coilovers, it is a rocky road. Right, here's the first one. Oh yeah, pass. I'm not even exaggerating. That was just a normal speed bump. I took it at 15 miles an hour and about got whiplash. But the next speed bump, I'm just going to go normal speed while I take my car out. Here we go. Yeah. So I'm not exaggerating any of this. That was a normal speed bump on the Tein Coilovers. Now, I would say they're stiff, but they didn't bottom out. And obviously the dampers are adjustable, and I don't know what sort of adjustment he's got set on this at the minute, but I do feel it's quite stiff. If you were sitting in the back, you'd be putting in a whiplash claim right now, because I do think they are quite stiff. But obviously it's all damper adjustable, and he's not got it slammed on the floor, and it's not got its standard height. It is slightly lower, as you saw from the clips, but I mean it's just stiff and rigid, and it does stick to the road around the corners. So for myself, in my opinion, I would have these coilovers. Right, let's give it some. I wouldn't say this is incredibly fast, sort of putting me back in my seat, but if I was 17 years old again and I had this car, I would think it is absolutely rapid. I mean, I am sure that the insurance is quite low on these cars, which is why a lot of young guys, maybe you're watching yourself and you are 17, 18, maybe even 20, and you've got one of these cars, I can understand why, because it is quite nippy, and I'm hoping after this ST240 conversion it's going to increase the power quite a bit. But as from standard, I'm not going to say it is. I mean, it's got power, it's got torque and everything, it is nippy, but definitely if I had this car I'd want something a little bit more out of it. And I know with just a small sort of like induction kit and remap, you can get a lot more out of this car, and we will find out. So make sure you have clicked that subscribe button, and we will find out how much of an increase that will have. I'd like to see an increase in throttle response. I mean, from the moment you put your foot to the floor to when it actually starts going, there's a slight delay, but again, I have to big up the Graham Good QuickShift, because it almost feels like a rally car. How quick the shifting is, it does feel pretty sick, to be honest. So let me get out and we'll have a look on the outside. So guys, I'm definitely not going to bore you with all the facts and figures of this car. One, because I don't know them myself, and two, because you probably would have seen these in other videos. It's not the newest car, it's a 2013 car. You probably saw it in many other videos. I'm just going to get the bonnet open, see if we can see anything which is not standard. The anodised red part you can see down there is the Graham Good ST180 QuickShift, and that is a big thumbs up for me, because I think that is actually brilliant from driving it just now. This has the Graham Good engine torque link on. I've not noticed much of a difference, to be honest. I've not noticed much of a difference with that at the minute, because I've not drove it without the torque link on, so I can't say what if anything, if I can feel anything different at all. Graham Good are claiming that it gets 240 bhp from just the induction kit with the GGR hose as well, and then the remap itself. So only an induction kit specially made for that map, and the map going onto the ST180 will create 240 bhp. Now I know there's a few competitors, and I will pick up on their maps in the next video and sort of compare the two and what I think is better to go for, obviously once I get my reaction off the ST240 conversion. But let me know in the comments, do you think Graham Good can get 240 bhp from just the induction kit and a remap? Because that is one big figure to get from only 2 mods. But I know these guys, and I know that they've been in the performance game for a long time, so I'm not doubting them in the slightest, but we'll find out in the next video. And let me know what you guys think of having the Fiesta on the channel. Did you like it? Hit a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, put a thumbs down. But let me know in the comments what you think, and if you want to see any more Fords on the channel. Maybe we could get an RS on here at some point. Just maybe. But we'll find out in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you click subscribe. Peace out.